Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking to you about Player of the Month Aubameyang, if he's going to be worth it. And just to make sure this is not a player review, I'm not going to be talking about how he plays in-game. I'm just overall going to be talking about if he's going to be worth completing. So first of all, before we get into the video, make sure you do subscribe. We are aiming for 5,000 subscribers, and I'm also making around 2 videos a day, so you definitely don't want to miss them. So going straight into the video now, when I'm making this video, he costs around 550k to complete, and he can maybe range to around 500k, maybe later on in around a week's time or a few days. He might drop to around 500k or 450k, but I'm just going to be talking about him. The main cost of this SBC is of course going to be this gold rare Aubameyang, and of course it costs around 400k, 350k. Like I said, this price is going to be going all over the place, but in my opinion, if he drops to around 250k back to when he was before, or maybe around 270k, you should actually think about completing this Player of the Month, because it might actually be worth it. But in my opinion, mainly when I'm looking at this card, I don't really think that I'm going to be completing it myself personally, of course, but it does look very similar to his original card. It's only 2+ overall ratings, and they look very similar, the stats. I will be comparing them a bit later on, but mainly I also wanted to say, if you have this untradeable version in your club or anything like that, definitely go ahead and complete this. There's no question about that. If you do, of course, just have an untradeable lying around of gold rare Aubameyang, just go and complete him. There's no question about that. And if you actually look at the packs from this, they're not that good compared to what you actually got for Hazard, which was, I know, around 200k more expensive. I was actually surprised that this Aubameyang one was quite a bit cheaper, around 200,000 coins, but the packs on here aren't really anything good. In my opinion, you're not going to be getting, maybe you'll get around 50,000 coins back from the packs, but it's definitely not going to be that good from the packs. You shouldn't really expect anything good at all. He's not actually too expensive because you can compare him to one of the best strikers on the game. Of course, there's a few icons that you can compare him to. Inform Werner as well does look very similar to him. Of course, the physical is a big difference between Player of the Month Aubameyang and Inform Werner, but you do need to be looking at really Player of the Month Aubameyang's, of course, the Player of the Month card and his gold rare card, because in my opinion, there's not much of a difference, and you're paying around 300,000 coins to 400,000 coins more just for a 2+ overall rating. You can see, of course, with the 1+ overall ratings with the Champions League cards, they're usually only a bit more expensive, maybe around 50,000 coins more expensive than their normal card on the kind of mid-tier players. But if you actually look at this, you're paying around 300k just for a 2+ overall rating. As you can see here, the exact stats. So on the pace, it's just a 1+. On the shooting, I believe it is a 2+. But you really have to look at if it's going to make that big of a difference. Of course, some people do say special cards make a big difference, but in my opinion, this card isn't really too worth it. If you are, of course, some sort of pro player, or you are aiming for a kind of Elite 1 or Elite 2, Elite 3, maybe even Gold 1, you can think about getting this card, because a few overall ratings do make a huge difference in that like kind of options. But of course, it is your opinion. You should be looking at like Inform Werner, some other players, some tradable options in my opinion, because untradeable is actually a big factor, of course, because during a market crash, for example, Inform Werner, who's sitting around 300,000 coins now, he will be dropping to around 220k or 230k. But for example, this Player of the Month Aubameyang will not. He's just going to be playing the same price, of course, all the time. If you pay 500k for him now or 600k now, he's not going to change. Of course, once he's expired, you've paid for him, and there's nothing really else you can do for him. You can put him in SBC, but that is of course going to be a big rip-off. I hope you guys do enjoy this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.